I still did Mac gaming even later on a laptop, but wasn't that great. Really, like, the only thing I cared to play on it was like turn-based stuff. But Mac gaming is just it's never been that great. Well, I know like way back when people really liked gaming on Mac, like Apple II era, there were some games that people really cared about at that time, but that's like aeons ago. I think most people's association with Mac gaming is just like limited. I think limited is the best way to put it. It's very limited, you know? I think a lot of it just comes down to the market. Like, there's this association with Windows being for gamers in part, and if you want to be a PC gamer, you'd get Windows. So like Mac gaming is kind of restricted. Even though there's people that buy Macs, they don't really buy Macs for gaming. They buy Macs for, my understanding is, mostly video, audio stuff, picture editing, you know, very artistic stuff usually.
Nice.
How did that, okay. They buy Mac to look cool. Well, yeah, some people just buy Apple stuff for aesthetic reasons. But I mean, if you're going in for software, you're not usually buying Mac for games, because it just doesn't make sense. I mean, it's gotten better. Right. Exactly, right there. I'm a graphic artist and a musician. Do you see what I mean? So yeah, some people get Mac because Apple, yay. But if we're talking people who are putting a little bit more thought into this and they have some purpose, usually it's for artistic software stuff, which it exists on Windows, but some people they're used to it, or they learned it, or whatever, and it's primarily on Mac. So my point in spades. Okay, of course, that's an anecdote, but the next run that gets far, I'm just gonna no reset it and call it. Pretty sure this flip would cause lag on CD-ROM. Look at this. You'd even see barrel. Look at that. as the camera zooms around. You didn't even have an iPod, Furry, back in the day? Everyone had an iPod. I had an iPod Shuffle, the little one. I think that's still around. I don't know where. It's so small. It's kind of easy to lose. Aw. Ah, you had a Sony Ericsson. Okay. It's like, what? Why should I get an iPhone or an iPod? You're surprised? I don't know. I feel like a lot of them prefer Linux. Like, the really nerdy people really like Linux, which is related to Mac. Which is probably why you see some very technical people have Macs. That's my guess, among other reasons. I don't know. Have to ask them. Doesn't help, like, some of the policies that Apple has in place for their stuff. Like, I'd be willing to have a Linux laptop. But since I am a capital G gamer, I just go with Windows. Went to Windows 7 in 2011, never looked back. Basically. Aside from a hand-me-down MacBook laptop. All right, come online. Don't fail me now. Scariest part of the early game. Stat line on PC. Ugh, man. I'm going upright too early, so then I have no room to dodge. No chat for me. It's okay. The benefits of that chat are fairly minor. It's like half a second or whatever. It's not that big of a deal. On console, it's way more annoying not getting that. On PC, it's like, annoying, but not the end of the world. Been having more trouble with that, though, recently. I was about to press F4. That is not the right key to change the Nikita. You gotta press 4 instead. I wish weapon hotkeys were an MGS2 PC. That'd be cool. Good lead. Clearly, most of my time save is in the early game. First 14 minutes of the run, give or take.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
It's the best luck you can get with the ninja flip, him going right to the chair. That way you're very, very close to him here. Clean as a whistle.
That's good, Snake. Hurry up and catch me.
Not great, but at least I'm on this side. Could actually see him up above. Yeah, that's pretty acceptable, honestly. I'd call that good luck, frankly.
That's it. I remember that punch.
Only really needed the one punch. Not bad at all. Now I just gotta ride this all the way for the next 40 minutes or so. If I could just ride this, I am in very good shape. Especially considering, like, my wolf luck was bad on wolf 1 and meh on wolf 2. Man, I was really hoping I'd get a fast elevator after doing that. Sometimes that happens and it's just like, okay, that works out, but sadly, it was just bad, straight up. Sometimes you get lucky there, but I did not. You unknowingly do an RNG mid-up. That can't happen.
Okay, let's go. I know this place better than you. I'll be point man. Follow me.
Follow me.
That's strange. There's no guard.
What happened to the music?
I'll keep a lookout. Make sure you're ready, okay?
Stuns.
Come on, Mr.
Tricky
Foxhound.
boss fight.
The commander is waiting.
Tricky throw. Good. 1, 2, 3. Very good. I mean, I didn't get the shot, the upright shot, but that's fine. Don't force it. Just move into the proper position because you don't want him flying over the table. It's really a desk, but for some reason I always call it a table. Technically, a desk is a function of a table, so.
Stop! Meryl! No! It cannot be! No!
Yeah, that was a fine fight, frankly. That was fine. Not perfect, because of that upright shot that I missed, but, like, totally acceptable fight.
I'll take point. Snake, you follow me.
Bad, sadly. However, if I can get it on the way back, that'll make up for it.
Snake, what's wrong? I thought you were good with dogs. This place
It's not
is
that
mined.
horrible
I'll
of a
take
time
point.
loss.
Stay back, okay?
But the radar isn't working. And since we can't use the mine detector either...
Leave it to me.
Oh. I need to recycle my batteries. I got a bunch of batteries I need to recycle and figure out where to take them.
So, what do you think?
It's from
Pretty good, huh?
doing those cartridge battery swaps.
It sounds weird, but when Mantis dove into my mind, I was able to see where the mines were placed. Are you impressed?
Never.
A little bit.
Only a
Never, ever, ever. Muriel. Muriel. She is sad because she's gonna die. I would be too. Nice. Good stuff. See, I made up for it. That strat has made a big difference.
Nice.
And by big, I mean like a second and a half, but with where I'm at, that is huge. So I do stuff to save fractions. So something that saves a second and a half is massive to me. Same with like the cargo elevator strat with the C4 and Stinger. Like, it's like 3 seconds. It's pretty big. Maybe. I don't know. You didn't have your companion in MG2 for very long either. A little bit in the middle, a little bit at the end. So, it's not all that different. from the game this is based off of. I really shouldn't do that. I should just... go for him immediately. I don't know if I could call it like an MG2 remake. It takes very heavy inspiration from MG2. There's a lot of commonalities, but to call it an MG2 remake is I'd say it's taken a bit too far. However, I think it was a smart play, because not everyone played MG2, and you can take parts of MG2 and put them in 3D. So even though, yes, there are parts of this game that are very much like MG2, it doesn't really play out the same way, because it's a different environment, it's in 3D, etc. So... sort of like saying MGS2 is a remake of MGS1. It's really not, though.
Nice.
Aww. I missed. No! Oh man, I got punished so hard for that. Oh, this could have been such a good fight. It's still fine, but damn. It could have been better. Like, I'll say you can skip out on MG1 if you're not that interested, but definitely play MG2. Like, MG1 is not necessary to play, to be honest. It's fine. But I mean, you compare that game to MG2 or Ghost Babel, and it's pretty evident it's the first game in the series. And usually, with video games, usually the first game is never the best.
Torture will stop as I promised. But I'll take the woman in return. I'll have my fun.
More often than not. Sometimes it's not true, but especially for long, old series, usually the best game is not the first one. Yeah, I know. I feel like they should have put MG2 on GOG, but I don't know what the deal is with that. Like, more people should play MG2 because it is genuinely... It's a better game than MG1. It improves on MG1 in a lot of ways. The story is more involved, the music's better, the graphics are better, the gameplay systems are more complex. You know, a lot of the things that made Metal Gear are in 2, not 1. 1 is sort of like a rough sketch of what things would become. Whereas Metal Gear 2, you're like, okay, this is really like goes to the identity of Metal Gear. more so than 1. Which of course makes sense. Metal Gear 1 is Metal Gear 1. You can play them on at PS2, yes, but you can play them on a lot of different platforms. Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2 are... Metal Gear 1 specifically has so many different ways to play it. There's the NES version, there's the Commodore 64 version, the DOS version. Those are all very unique. And then you have all the variants on the MSX version. There's a mobile phone port, there's a Wii port, there's PS2, PS3, 360, Xbox One, Series, Xbox. I have not played Police Monster Snatcher. That is on the to-do list after I'm done with all the Metal Gear games. I'll check out Kojima's back catalog stuff. Also, Death Stranding at some point. Originally, it was on the MSX computer. Now, if you're a filthy American like myself, then the first time you had the chance to play the MSX versions was on PS2. So, in that way, yes. Oh, he just spread it out really thin. Very thin puddle of ketchup. It's not easy getting all that ketchup out. That takes a lot of effort. And you have to do it very quickly. Because he's flushing. Snake is a talented man. The PS2 The Thing. I've never actually played it. I did watch The Thing last year for the first time. Cool movie. Really watery ketchup, which is not very convincing for blood. Truthfully. Look at that consistency. And a fast elevator, let's go. Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? Bring, bring. Yeah, the visual effects in that movie are incredible. A little early on that. Not bad. I think the GOG version's better than the Reddit one. Especially casually. I think casually the GOG version's better. For speedrunning, it's a bit of a mixed bag. Because there are issues with the Reddit version that can happen with some people, and then there are issues with the GOG version that can happen for some people. You know, this port is just a bit of a mess. So, I feel overall the GOG version is better for speedrunning, but your mileage may vary, and that is just true, period. So, like, for Lime Meringue, who would, very consistently get stuck in the gassed out room near the end of the game after you put in the PAL sequence, like, he wants to run GOG because that glitch is fixed. So if you had that issue, you do not want to play Reddit because the Reddit version has that issue, or rather like the original CD-ROM version has that issue that's fixed. So ultimately, like, The GOG version is a good improvement, but there are still things that can be improved, which is why, like, you know, B-Man has this music patch. The audio can be improved on this version. Certain weird control issues. You know, there's room for a better version of this game. Even with this
Nice.
port. Obviously you could do a new port from the ground up, but there's still room for improvement. However, I feel like whoever did the porting job to GODG did a good job, you know. I'm not going to say, well, let's call it like a B, like a B grade. If I'm being giving B plus, I wouldn't call it an A. B plus. Hey, BB. Speaking of the letter B. Yeah, I needed to wait because I'm very certain I would have gotten shot by the chopper if I went. So I waited. Thanks, mutations. Mutation, rather. I'm actually going to be going to an arcade later. I might stream a little bit of that on the phone just to show it off. Yeah, like, there's definitely worse releases on GOG. The Konami games, like Silent Hill 4, like the Silent Hill 4 PC version, is actually pretty good. It's better than the original PC release. MGS2, it basically doesn't matter because you're going to use VSFix anyway, so it's just a nice legal way to buy the game, which is great. MGMSX is not great. It could have been way better. There's some audio issues, some weird technical problems with that game, with how they ported it, MGMSX. So there is that. It's not horrible or anything, like, it's still fine, but could have been better. Could have been better. As far as effort is concerned, MGS1 had the most effort. MGS2 is just like, here you go. Apply VSFix. This one, you could apply the Reddit patch to the GOG version, by the way. That's an option, but... The thing I like about GOG is that I can play in software windowed mode. Because I prefer playing on windowed mode. If I was playing on a 4K or 1440p monitor, I would not want to play in windowed mode, though. It'd be way too small. Sub 1 hour is hard. Really, really hard. I don't know why I moved. I don't want to move. Yay! Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero. Man. Comedy legend over here, Fabrice. Sub-Zero is the greatest speedrunner of all time. Good fight. Yeah, Extreme, you really got to know what you're doing. But the nice thing about Extreme Console is that you don't have to deal with the... You can't do the math hind where you're getting those double shots. Like, it's just not... It's not a thing you can do. Because you'll just get killed. It's not something you can do. So, it does make the fight easier in a certain way.
Nice.
Alright, that was apparently as good as I've ever done it, so that's cool. The problem with Hind on Extreme is phase 2, where, like, doing the Hind loop can be really scary, because if the position's bad, you might get shot, and getting shot by the Hind is, very bad. Getting shot by that thing is not good on Extreme. You lose a lot of HP. It's acceptable, but you really don't want to take much. So, that's where it's not so great. But at least you have an easier phase 1. Well, okay. Get some rest. Don't worry about it. I don't know what is that machine outside, but it's really loud. It's like a really loud engine, motor or something. Yep. The margin for error decreases as you increase in difficulty. So I tell people don't run normal, run easy. That was unfortunate. Great fight.
Nice.
Great fight. Great fight. Great fight. Great fight. Great fight. Great freaking fight. Let's do this. Now we're in it. L3, R3. No GGs yet. I could get really bad luck with PAL. It's possible. L3, R3. Nice. Heating the card first. See, here's the problem. You have to put them in order from left to right. So if you could actually heat the card first, that'd be really dumb. I don't think the story flags are broken like that. But, I mean, if you could do that, then, you know, your idea would be $1,000 idea, so. I got second best pal, so I'm essentially banking, you know, if I don't want to lose time, I need the first 3 positions, basically, without losing much. So I don't really have much room for bad luck there. as far as maintaining this pace. Someone please shoot this bot. Hopefully someone's around to shoot the bot. I actually have to ban the word famous. It's crazy. Thank you. Thank you, Minnie. And people are gonna be like, why can't I say the word famous? And like, blame bots. Fight in TTS is goofy. Not on extreme, it's terrifying on extreme. If you're trying to non-lethal Raven, it's very scary. Yay! No, follow Plywood on Twitter. Plywood Gaming. Gotta get to that 500 follower number. Good job, Minnie. Well played with your sword. Oh! 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 Let's go!
Nice.
Oh, all right. This is it. This is the run. This is the run. This is the run. No whammies. No whammies. All focus. All play. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, and stop! He saw me as he died. It's like, I'm getting shot, I'm getting shot! I see him! I see him! Return to your positions, dead man. Well, yeah, we don't. Big boss rank. Really? That was not a menu? Alright, whatever. Killing that guard is slightly faster than silencing your footsteps with the D-Lime setup. Like, we're talking like a frame or two or something. I don't even know. It's very, very small. Very, very small. Alright, I need to check my stinger count. Always check your stinger count here on PC, just to see how much you have. So I have 15, that's enough. I could save about 5-ish seconds-ish, I don't know. But that's not sub-hour, but pretty damn close. But we need to get there first.
Nice.
That's the scariest gold to get. I hate golding. I hate golding that. Because, yeah, if I screwed up the car, that would be pretty sad. Wouldn't be the first time, though. I hate PAL card. Hate it. Not knowing is the worst thing, you know? Even though I know I also, you know, it's like this creeping anxiety in the back of your head, like, do not make a fool out of yourself. Yeah, TTS did improve this a lot. TTS improved a lot of things, gameplay-wise. With repeated plays, okay, before people jump down my neck. Casually, the first time I get why some people are like, ugh. But you play TTS more and you're like, this is actually a really fun game. And it solves issues the original game had with pacing. But if you're just in it for story stuff, I get it. Keep it chill. Keep it relaxed. Know your timing, know your effort. Chill, chill, chill. Thank you, thank you. Fortunately, bad luck on that. Still don't know if taking the shot or doing a very fast GME triangle is faster. This part is like both anxiety and calming. It's when you're on this kind of run. I think I'm still gonna go for safe liquid, even though I could save time by going for zero throw, but You know, I'm not trying, you know, I already have such an incredible run. Like, I want to get that run. And if I'm going for sub hour, then, you know, obviously I'm going to pull all the stops. But it's very clear you don't even need, I don't think you even need it for sub hour. You don't. Still need a really good run though. All right, back to anxiety that I didn't go early. Come on, give me good luck. Nope. Well, you know, there's still... You could get riggedy wrecked on the checkpoints. The checkpoints are like the last luck portion of the run. Because, sometimes the guards hit you, sometimes they don't, and when they hit you, where your aim ends up is also not in your control. So, like, you can lose a few seconds on the checkpoints from that. It's possible. Plus, when you hit a guard and you don't kill them, they can go in different positions. So you have no control of that either. Hello, Talia. But the time loss from bad checkpoint luck is not massive. It's a handful of seconds. Which on a run like this, it's not that big of a deal, but if you're at a very high level for any percent, or like you're going for sub hour, that kind of thing could kill your run. But most of the time, that isn't really the thing that matters on all bosses. It's only when you're like really pushing it for AB. All right, moment of truth. Did I screw myself? No. I pressed select, but whatever. Lost a fraction. This is mostly on me now.
Now
9. I have 3 spare.
I can finally die. After Zanzibar, I was taken from the battle, neither truly alive nor truly dead.
I can do it, so I'm not gonna press square.
Shadow in a world,
I can do it.
but soon it will finally end.
A little early. A little early again. Whatever. Fractionally better. God Pal and a very, very good wolf fight. Didn't screw up Hind. Just, like, a fairly ideal run. There were some things that costed me the potential for sub-hour, but, like, still a really good run. Really good run. But let's do this part. Taking it easy.
Have at you, Snake. Nice shot. Hurry! I'll drive. Uh-oh, a surveillance camera. Darn, no keys.
Dude, I knew I was capable of this run. It was just a matter of time. It's just a matter of the luck and focus.
Got it. Snake, jump in. Snake, hold on.
Watch the F out.
Uh-oh, Snake. It's a checkpoint. Here they come.
Good luck.
Good job, Snake. Let's go.
Yeah, Akuma still has a faster run than this, but, you know, that's fine.
Here they come.
Oh, that's really good luck.
Can't get through. Snake, you gotta clear a path.
Getting knocked to the right like that, very good luck. So that was a really good set of checkpoints.
Not yet, Snake. It's not over yet. Liquid.
No. Miss. Too early. Too late. Ugh, this is not a great escape. Let's check out my transitions. Holy shit, I hate this phase. Just hit him, please. Ugh, whatever. I don't care. Even if this was a bad escape. It's still a really good run. It means it's just... I can save a lot of time in my end game if I get it. I hate... I hate side by side. It's so jank. It's like all the bullets miss.
Congrats on being plywood, I guess.
10016. That is second place. I'm going to strike a pose with my knock. Boom! Boom! Really good run. That could have been sub-hour if my early game was a little bit sharper. I could have like just gone for broke, but I mean, if I have minus 40, I'm just going to ride that to the bank. There's no reason to put it at risk. Get the run, get a good run, and then you can start like pushing for every little second, right? There's no reason to like double down IMO. You can get good luck another time. But yeah, absolutely fantastic run. I knew I was capable of this. It was just a matter of everything lining up, getting good luck, and executing well. So, GG. Much better Sub 101 than the previous one, that's for sure.